Today, when I saw the lineup and I saw Mariano is starting for Real Madrid, I knew that Real Madrid is going to lose today against Sociedad. Before discussing match details, let's first react to ESPN's analysis.
Pablo, is this a big deal, Real Madrid losing, considering the changes Ancelotti made?
Well, I think we all knew that Real Sociedad was the team that was going to win tonight. Also because the game was so important for Real Sociedad to secure that Champions League spot, and arguably was a bigger game for Real Sociedad tonight. Real Madrid been really poor tonight. Also last game, I know they have two big games coming up in the weekend, Copa del Rey, and then the first leg against Man City, but it was not good enough for Real Madrid. No Vinicius, no Benzema, no Valverde, but overall I think the whole performance of Real Madrid was not good enough tonight, and a complete performance by Real Sociedad because they knew what they were playing for and very well deserved the 3 points.
So, if you see the bigger picture in terms of La Liga title, I don't think it does matter. But if you look at performance-wise, because even though you don't have anything to win in La Liga, you still give your 100%. That's not what we have seen from Real Madrid players today. If you see Real Madrid's lineup today, that's gonna suggest that maybe they don't have the eagerness to win this match. Maybe they don't care about this match, but that's not how it should be though. As Jabalada pointed out, the performance was really poor today. Like Real Madrid did not have a control for 10 minutes. That's how poor Real Madrid was today. Now, significance-wise for this match, Sociedad has to win because they're playing for top 4. They want to play Champions Leagues next season. For Real Madrid, even though it doesn't matter for Champions League because they're second right now, but if Atletico wins tomorrow, Real Madrid will be third. I think that's embarrassing. Also, performance-wise, Sociedad was so dominant. Their pressing was so great, and Real Madrid did not have any response to their pressing.
Take nothing away from Real Sociedad, but Real Madrid's priorities are clearly elsewhere.
It's not really a surprise. Real Sociedad have had a lot of incentive, i.e. the top 4, which they look as if they've pretty much cemented now anyway. At home, all the changes from Real Madrid. The league has gone. You know, I was listening to the boys in the commentary and I was a little bit surprised that they were surprised Real Madrid were as poor because all the regs are in the Copa del Rey and the Champions League in particular. Now, there is an argument to say, well, yeah, but some players are fighting for the place and you don't want sloppiness to get to get on board, which it certainly has, certainly from a defensive aspect. But it's hard, it's difficult, I think, when you're in that position as a player and that league has gone, to go in there and continue to perform at a high level when the end game is a different competition. And I think we saw that tonight, and we've seen it. As soon as the league has been out of touch for Real Madrid, we've pretty much seen it domestically. I mean, there's been the odd good game, but I was not shocked. You make changes, you're thinking about Copa del Rey on Saturday, you're thinking about Man City, fringe players come in, and you go to a more than decent side in Real Sociedad in San Sebastian, and you play poorly. Not a shock.
So it is understandable that we have rested so many key players. Also, so many players, key players, were suspended, say Vinicius and Camavinga and so on. Modric is injured, so that's also a huge blow for Real Madrid. But that doesn't mean that the team we have played today, they should have played that poor. That kind of performance is not acceptable. Today, most of the players did not show any character. They didn't show any passion. They didn't show that they want to play football. And performance-wise today, the only 2 players were decent was Rodrigo. I think he's the only player who was trying to do something, was trying to dribble and trying to create chances. And Tchouaméni, he was aggressive in defense and trying to intercept and had a lot of recoveries today. I think 8 or 9 recoveries, which is really good. But the other players, everyone was really poor today. Whole defense was poor. Militao again had a big blunder, which gave away the goal to Real Sociedad. And at midfield, Cruz and Ceballos both were poor today. And Asensio was invisible. And for Mariano, we even don't have to talk about his performance. He played 60 minutes and he had 11 touches. Only 11 touches in 60 minutes playing for Real Madrid.
Well, how is this going to affect Real Madrid's momentum? But they've shown us in the past that when it comes to big games, they are more than capable of lifting themselves up.
I think that's just the point here. For most teams, you say you can't just switch on and off your form, and especially with everything to come between now and the end of the season. But Real Madrid, more than anybody else, has shown us consistently that somehow they can. Even during games, Real Madrid find a way to win games when they don't play well. So that is not as big a concern for them, or at least history would say as much. They do have a big week to come. That would be their focus. They're going to finish top 4. They're not going to win the league. So you take this one for what it is, and it's not an awful lot, not a big dent in their season. But I was bitterly disappointed with Real Madrid. But again, that's not where they'll be judged.
So what Xhaka said now, I totally agree with him that Real Madrid plays in different level when it comes to Champions League, because that's the league they care the most about. Also, another point he also made that the performance here would not affect Real Madrid's performance in Champions League and Copa del Rey, because that's the main focus of Real Madrid. Being said that, I expected much better performance from Real Madrid. Even when Real Madrid was struggling against Sociedad, say, after first half, in second half, we did not see any response. Okay, let's do something different. No. And given we got the red card, Carvalho got the red card, it was over. After red card, there's no competition. After red card, sometimes Sociedad was having possession like prime Barcelona. Anyway, it's really frustrating to lose a match, even though it doesn't matter for La Liga, but still it's really frustrating for Real Madrid fans. The only hope we can wish that this performance doesn't affect our team performance against Man City and Osasuna. Let me know your thoughts about today's performance in the comment section below.